Yo, Big Baby JTV. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Show your boy some love. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. And damn, in the past month, I don't know what it is, but a lot of y'all have just joined the army, the baby bunch, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's get into it, man. This guy, Alpo. He got shot up, not yesterday, about 3 days ago on Halloween at 3 a.m. in the morning in Harlem, right? So for those who don't know who Alpo is, right? Watch the movie Paid in Full, all right? Watch the movie Paid in Full. It's basically a loose adaptation of the story of Alpo, right? Rich Porter and AZ, all right? Alpo was played by Cameron in the movie. In the movie, his name was Rico, but in real life, Alpo. So these were drug dealers in the 80s, right? Crack dealers in Harlem, right? And the main thing about this movie, right, that is so impactful is that it deals with brotherhood. It deals with brotherhood. It deals with murder. It deals with drug dealing. It deals with hip hop. It deals with the streets, right? So what happened in real life is that, Rich Porter, who was Mitch in the movie, right, played by Mekhi Phifer, right? In the movie, right, in real life, actually, Rich Porter gets killed by Alpo, right, over just some petty drug deal and all for basically jealousy, right? Because Rich Porter was the guy who was shining, the guy who was the top dog. He was the big boss, the big guy in Harlem, right? So what had happened was that Alpo also killed other people who were his quote-unquote friends, who used to be his associates, right? You know what I'm saying? Rich Porter was one of them, but there's countless other people in Harlem that he screwed over, killed, betrayed, and all that. Now, what makes Alpo truly disgusting is that he did all those crimes, right? And instead of doing the time like most of us or most people do, you do the crime, you do the time, he ratted and snitched on all these people, right? And got them jammed up in the streets because he was in the streets, right? So before 6ix9ine, there was Alpo. Literally, right before 6ix9ine, there was Alpo. Difference is Alpo was more street with it, and he was more genuine to being a street dude. Now, what happened is that Alpo had been taken out of jail, had been released instead of serving multiple life sentences because he cooperated with the police, right? He was able to get released, I believe, in 2014 or 2015. This is about 5 years ago, right? And I want to give a heavy shout out to King Earner. Y'all check out his channel, King Earner. He's one of the guys who's really been on this case, and he's really been on the neck of Alpo. Shouts out also to Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell has also commentated on this and really made it clear that what Alpo did, which is rat out his people, shoot and kill his quote-unquote friends, and do all that crime, then ratted, did not face the time, and it was able to come out from the jail cell about 5 or 6 years ago and get back in the streets, right? So look, if you ratted, right? If you snitched and you're a civilian, that's not even ratting or snitching. That's reporting a crime. That's you being a tax-paying citizen, right? But if you sign up for the street life, right? If you sign up to be gang, if you sign up to sell drugs to the community, if you sign up for all that, you have to face the music. You have to face the consequences. Now, what makes Alpo super disgusting is that Alpo came back to Harlem, the same stomping grounds that he did a lot of dirt in, the places where he used to rob people, kill people, and eventually rat on people, right? He came back thinking shit was sweet. So much so that it's alleged that Alpo had started selling drugs again, right? Now, the feds offered him a witness protection program, right? They offered him witness protection. But Alpo and his ego said, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. So much so to the point that he started selling rocks again. Selling crack again in the same neighborhood where he got caught up in, right? It was only a matter of time for Alpo to get shot up, man. It was only a matter of time. And if you look at the police report, it said it was a drive-by shooting, right? Now, you would think that maybe it's some of the young boys trying to prove something, trying to come up in the ranks of the gang or something like that. I don't think so. I don't think so. King Erna doesn't think so. Hassan Campbell doesn't think so. And a lot of other people who've been watching the situation closely don't think so. What I believe is that this was a close range shot, a round of shots, right? Alpo was shot close range by either somebody that he knew or somebody who came right next to his car window and blasted him. They blasted him close. It was close range. It was probably an expert marksman, somebody who knows how to use a tool and knows how to get away with it. This was a hit. Let me repeat, this was a hit. This was a hit probably from an enemy who had revenge on his or her mind since the 80s, or a new enemy. Regardless, both are terrible. And you know what? I'm just going to say this. I don't wish bad on the dead. I don't like talking smack on the dead. That's something that is something else. I'm not going to do it. But what I am going to say is that karma has a funny way of bouncing back. Okay? For all the work and dirt that he had done in his life, especially in the 80s, killing his best friend, Rich Porter, right? One of the guys who helped him gain his wealth. Robbing and killing all kinds of people in Harlem. And then to go out there like a punk and not face the time that you're supposed to take, right? If Alpo was a civilian, it would make sense. He's supposed to tell. You're supposed to tell if you're a civilian. But if you do crimes with certain people, if you consider yourself a quote-unquote street dude, you should not be going against the street code. This is why the New York Mafia and most mafias in the world are jokes, because they talk about the code of silence, but they snitch and they tell the most. Okay? Alpo had it coming. Alpo had it coming. This was going to happen anyways, whether it was going to happen 3 days ago, a week from now, 2 months from now, even 2 years from now. Somebody was going to catch him and somebody was going to pop him. And this is what I've always said about Tekashi 6ix9ine. I've always said this about Tekashi 6ix9ine. And if you look at the history of my channel, I'm not denying it. I'm just telling y'all facts. I'm repeating what I've always said. Guys like Tekashi 6ix9ine are guys who are not criminals. Like you and me who are listening to this video, we are not criminals. So we're supposed to tell. We're supposed to snitch. But if you portray a certain lifestyle, if you live a certain way, right? And then you go out of your way to betray people, act disloyal, right? And push people down to their worst and take people down while you only care about yourself. One day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, somebody is gonna come get you. Either the family of some people you dealt with, you messed up or played along the way, whether a friend, whether a son, a daughter, somebody is going to come after you. And that's what happened to Alpo. He thought too much with arrogance and thought he would never be touched. He was immortal. And then one person, or maybe a crew, who knows, maybe we'll never know, came back for the get back. And that's life, bro. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Big Baby JTV. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out, bro.